people, by hitting people, by crushing the spirit of the youth. How is it that young people are going to see this and respect the police?
We are here to receive our teaming new members with particular reference to the labor extraction led by Honorable Gbadebo Rhode-Vivor. And regardless of the intimidation and the challenges that comes with trying to provide a credible alternative to Nigerians and a good opposition governance, as all democracies, we are not in a military government, we are not in a kakistocracy, so we have done what is required of us, and we will continue to do what we should do to provide Lagosians, all Nigerians, a good way forward, a better way to govern, a government for the people, a leadership that thinks of people first, not the elites, that does not do power grabs. And everybody has seen and they've heard the news, and we hope that when it's time for votes, people will vote according to what they have seen and what they have heard. We are the better
venue that we had, Christ Gospel Mission Church, was supposed to...
Right. It was to intimidate them. And see, that's not a joke. For those of you who witnessed the 2023, did you know that throughout their 2023 campaigns, Wike banned Atiku from coming to campaign in Rivers State? Yeah. There was not a single Atiku's campaign allowed in any part of Rivers State. Yeah. As big as Atiku, right? Yeah. Where Wike was governor. He ensured that Atiku didn't go there. It didn't stop there. Where Wike ensured that every returning officer from every police unit or ward, whether na NYSC or being an ordinary person, they were all moved to the government house on the evening of that presidential charade. In where a Wike. You see those ones who try to run away, Baba, they still have the videos online. Go and search for it. Youth corpers. Bloodied or, youth corpers nearly killed or slain youth corpers in Rivers State 2023 presidential elections. They were marketing them, those ones that escaped from their grave. When they found them with a Wike, now that is exact same thing they want to push in this year 2027, just in case if you are not aware. They will heat up the whole polity. Everything want to go to blazes, let it go to blazes. Because according to them, there's nothing that's going to happen. There's nothing you're going to do. You don't have the capacity. I'm talking about those of you who are still like, we will show them and that. You don't to them until you probably prove it that you do. So it was about GRV, Gbadebo Rhode-Vivor, dumping Labour Party, joining the ADC, which he eventually did anyway, but not as planned. This was supposed to be a four event program. You get that now, like they're going to hold it in about 4 different locations across Lagos State. It was meant to be big. One of the locations is where they were expecting like 4,000 and all that, like he said. But that never happened. No thanks to the Tifnumbu's thugs. But eventually, they granted a presser, I believe, at the office of the ADC, I believe. Here.
Accompanying the chairman of Alimosho local government with over 80 policemen, and they sealed the place with Black Maria, Hiloxes, and all of that. We went there to talk to them, went to see the CP to no avail. Now, the day after, they are protecting an APC rally that is going on currently no problem. We got another venue. In a church premises, our people, in a private, secure premises, our people were there, peaceful, no activity, just waiting for me to come. The chairman of, what's his name, of Gbadebo, Gbadebo, went there with dogs, accompanied by policemen, and has completely destroyed everything there. Today, our plan was to give free healthcare checks to almost 4,000 Alimosho and Alimosho indigenous and Ikeja division residents. That has completely been destroyed. We have a team that was there to help people get jobs, register them, and pair them to profitable jobs that they could have for the youth that are unemployed. That has been destroyed by thugs. And you see these local government chairmen that should be making the inner roads of Alimosho motorable. They are not focused on that. They will leave, they will go on those roads to go and be intimidating people that want to offer Nigerians a better hope and a better future. And people will say this is politics. No. Accompanying the chairman of Alimosho local government with over 80 policemen.
Yes, that was a Gbadebo. Yeah. In other places across the country, there were other things happening. If they are not robbing the government, people are being robbed. They are being kidnapped or even being killed. Apologies for the sound because you couldn't hear me all I said, right? So I was saying that we'll leave that and go somewhere else. Across the country, right, in the last 24 hours, at least, I don't know about you, at least I have seen the report of, either the people are being kidnapped or they are being killed. Or while others are being kidnapped, others are being killed in the same operation from Katsina to Edo. In Edo State, right? I think they say it is Akure Benin Road or Benin Akure Road, where 8 NSCDC officials, this civil defense, right? They were protecting 3 Chinese ahead, and on their way, they got attacked. 8 of them slaughtered, and the Chinese kidnapped. Also in the same Edo State, Auchi, Benin Road or so, passengers, as in travelers, were also waylaid, attacked. Some were kidnapped. Even though the report also said that 16 of those passengers have been rescued by the police, but there are still others currently in the den of the kidnappers. These are events that happened one after the other in the last 48 hours. A community in Katsina, right? Let me find the name. So a community in Katsina called, hang on, where's that? Right. A community in Katsina called Magaji Wando community in Dandume local government area reported. Yeah. The Fulani bandits or Fulani terrorists rather struck. In that community, many people were killed, but there's a report that 6 people have been accounted as being killed. But people believe there is more. And there are others kidnapped. Unknown number of them have been taken away by the terrorists. Right? Even though others said that more than 100 people have been taken. So the report is kind of like dicey ball. The attack. Let me show you. This was in Katsina. The one on Benin Auchi, where it was reported that 16 passengers were later rescued after they were kidnapped. But the scene of that kidnapping as captured by another road user. This was it.
And they hear them now, so they don't carry the entire bush. Now full bus and
Camry. Not be one bus, so almost
they scatter their bag, their luggage. They don't enter. They block them where?
Hey, Jesus Christ.
They bust the motor.
They bought the motor.
They scatter their
Now here they carry their pass. See one woman for up.
Hello? They don't enter bush.
They don't enter bush.
You see people, oh, all this one wrong. Jesus. No, this thing is not too much now, eh? They also catch them. They also catch them. No, sir, what they come? Are you talking and saying last week? And they don't come out.
They don't come out.
Say like that last week.
Last 2 weeks.
More than they go.
Where they go?
Same baton here.
Where they go?
Where they go? Where they go? They don't enter.
Where they go? Where they go?
And they don't enter bush. They don't enter bush.
Where they go?
They don't enter bush. More than they go. The road don't clear. Not the small thing, no, my brother. Hey, don't clear, don't clear.
Police dey there.
Police dey there. They don't come out. Police don't come.
Police
we
dey
don't
there.
get police. We don't get now. We don't get police. I beg. We don't get police.
You see? Calm down now. Slow down.
This one are here. Listen, why you talking? Say inside last week.
Inside last 2 weeks.
Jesus, you don't video us now.
All this was video room.
You don't want those people for them. Why? Because hey, Jesus. This one don't. I don't want to hear that. Wait, let that one go back. No. Go back.
Uncle Crash you. Thanks for that video. But you are going to agree with me that that is not life that people are living in Nigeria, or let's rephrase it. The life that APC, Egbekegbe, is forcing you to live in Nigeria is not life. As much as you love to make light of your troubles, yeah, but it is not life. But they have been able to get away with it because a lot of you have accepted it. Like, surrendered. Like, what do you want us to do? We protested. They shoot and kill us. We tried to vote. They rig the election. What do you want us to do? What do you want Nigerians to do again? That is the sign of those who have, like, there's nothing we can do again. They can continue to do what they are doing to us. So, do you understand? That's not life. The life where you can't travel in your own country and you could be taken anywhere, anytime, and oh dear, it's not life. APC normalized this, and they continue to tell themselves that they are doing so well. And a lot of you just feel like, yeah, now so that they lie, Jerry, there's nothing we can do. There's nothing you can do. or more. Those ones were lucky. Or should I say, pretty lucky. Because you see, those ones who were escorting the Chinese, they were not lucky. NSADC guys, 8 of them, they were slaughtered by these terrorists, the kidnappers. I don't know who perpetrated that too. That's why I'm not kind of like naming anyone, because from the information I've gathered, they haven't really said this was done by this terrorist or that, but taking people for ransom after killing, come on, that's terrorism, isn't it? They were not lucky. And viewers' discretion is a bit advised, because there are some blood stains in the vehicle they were traveling in before they got attacked. And the expatriates taken.
Which people got on this kind of shit now like this? Bullets. Another one.
My brother must make una see wetin dey happen for ADC o. ADC. Those Chinese men dey pack their way. Almost all the civil defense dey kill them. As today so na God even save us yesterday night o. Abeg make una share this video to everyone. Abeg. Na wetin sup yesterday night be this o.
This happened at about 10 p.m. This is a vehicle of Civil Defense Corps. A vehicle of Civil Defense Corps. They escaped ambush from unknown gunmen at about 10 p.m. and they were able to escape to Bois cement plant where they couldn't proceed, so they were rushed to the hospital from here. You could see the marks of bullets. You could see the marks of bullets in the vehicle. You could see marks of bullets in the vehicle. Their tire got punctured. You could see blood. This is blood that flowed from the vehicle down to the floor. So which means someone who was shot was inside the vehicle, and this was the blood. You see? See, look at blood. Look at blood.
You know, there is no country in the world that is free of crimes or criminals that commit crimes. But except for Nigeria, the rest of the world prioritized punishing criminals, right? The system that punishes criminals justly, no matter how long it takes. They say the long arm of the law will catch up with you, and then we'll deal with you accordingly. Not in Nigeria. Let's say Nigeria also shares our own part in this, criminal enterprise, so to say. Criminals will always commit crimes. Law enforcement agencies and the rest of them's job is to bring anyone that commits crime to justice in order to have a lawful society, law and order. But law and order won't work except there is something called rule of law is in place. The rule of law means everybody is equal before the law. The rich, the poor, the high, the low, the weak, the mighty. Doesn't matter. That is the rule of law. You violate it, you get punished. The rule of law. Without rule of law, there is